Good day, class. Today we are going to discuss about the simple present tense. Before that, let us first define what is a simple present tense. When we say simple present tense, these are actions that are done every day or regularly. Like for example, we have here the different time expressions that we are going to use to indicate the simple present tense. We have every day, every morning, once a month, once a day, once a week, always, weekly, regularly, and daily. So let us study the rules in forming the simple present tense of the verb. Simple present tense for singular subject. Rule number 1 is most verbs form the simple present tense by adding s to the base form of the verb. Examples, we have here the words choose, chooses, eat, eats, come, comes, like, likes. So let us use it in a sentence. Sandra chooses fruits that are sweet. So in this sentence, what verb are we going to use? Is it choose or chooses? Okay, very good. We are going to use the verb chooses. Why? Because the subject in the sentence is we have here Sandra, and since Sandra is only one, therefore it is singular. Another one is we have here she likes bananas. What are we going to use? Is it like or likes? Okay, very good. We are going to use the verb likes. Why? Because what is the subject in the sentence? We have here the pronoun she, and she is singular. Rule number 2 is verbs ending in s, ss, sh, ch, x, etc. form the simple present tense by adding es. So this is for singular subject. Examples, we have here watch will become watches, fix, fixes, discuss, discusses, wash, washes. So let us study this sentence. She washes her clothes frequently. In this sentence, what verb are we going to use? Is it wash or washes? Okay, very good. We are going to use washes. Why? Because the subject in the sentence is, we have here the pronoun she, and she is singular. Rule number 3, if a verb ends in y preceded by a vowel, just add s. But if a verb ends in y preceded by a consonant, change y to I and add es. When we say vowel letters, these are A, E, I, O, and U. So let us study the following examples. We have here play, plays. So as you can see, the verb play ends in y and it is preceded by a vowel that is letter A. That's why we are just going to add s. Another example is we have here buy, buys. Third example is, as you can see, we have here the word applies. Apply, applies. So, if a verb ends in y and it is preceded by a consonant, like for example, we have here the word apply. So the word apply ends in y and it is preceded by a consonant that is letter L. So, in forming the simple present tense, if the subject is singular, we are going to change y to I and add es. Another example is we have here copy, copies. So the word copy ends in y and it is preceded by a consonant that is letter P. So change y to I and add es if the subject is singular. Let us study this example. The girl buy potato rings. In order for you to identify what or which verb are you going to use, first thing that you should do is identify first what is the subject. Okay, so the answer here is we have here buys because the subject is we have here girl and girl is singular. And for simple present tense for singular or plural, I should say, plural subject, use the simple or the base form of the action verb if the subject is plural. I will repeat it. If the subject is plural, we are going to use the simple or the base form of the action verb. Like for example, we have here we exports bananas and mangoes. In this sentence, are we going to use the verb export or exports? Okay, very good. The answer is we have here export. Why? Because the subject in the sentence is we have here the pronoun we, and we is plural. Another example is we have here the children play games out in the yard. In this sentence, the verb that we are going to use is it plays or play? Okay, very good. We are going to use the verb play. Why? Because the subject is, we have here children and children is plural. So always remember, class, that in sentences, verbs should agree with the subject in number and tense. For sentences in simple present tense, a singular subject takes the S form of the verb, while a plural subject takes the base form of the verb. That's all for today. I hope you learned something.